back to part 6. Yeah, I think I'm actually got the number.
Remembering the
yeah
number of
click me back on. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna be in this training facility for a while. This is by far the longest section of the game. Oh my gosh. Let's go to the door with the lighter. We left that one behind for quite a while. So let's go see what's behind. Let's go see what's behind there. And I think I actually remember exactly where it was. And some of them daggum chimeras have taken residence here. Yippee! Whoops.
Whoops! Yippee!
I'm glad you don't stagger along on when you're in danger mode in this game. Exactly, that could be bad. Wow, SK. Wrong.
Wrong way, SK?
Just dead wrong. Actually, I might have left the item in here. Let's check right quick. Yep. What can you do?
What can you do?
It was at the bottom of the elevator here, not... Okay, have I left anything? Importance? Anything at all? Definitely can't go back down without manipulating the crank at the bottom. Maybe something on the shelf. Hidden? No.
Well.
Can't even go around that pole, so obviously nothing's... Or that beam. Remember, it just reminded me, remember how you said, like, it used to get on your nerves for some reason. Because it's like, I liked DMC3, so it's not like I was insulting, but I always thought, I seriously thought it was like, whenever Virgil did his, that magic sword attack that, like, threw out a black spear or something,
Yeah.
I seriously thought it was saying beam. I was like, why is it doing that? You're like, that's not what it's doing!
He's saying die. Die. Oh, and you died.
Okay, so now we know Billy...
To the RE enemy that has been, labeled a failure.
Well, there are plenty of creations of the virus that were considered failures.
Oh, you're just saying that one specifically was hot to other terrorists for super cheap.
Yeah, something like that. Well, so now I know it is imperative I heal with that one F8 spring I have. I thought maybe Billy might be able to take just one more from something.
On Red Danger?
Well, considering it was Billy, he's a bit hardier. There have been a few instances where you can take another hit, even when on danger. Now, by that time, after that one, you probably need to first aid spray immediately, because, like, the character's probably trying to hold their intestines in or something.
Just kind of flopping out through their fingers.
Like, oh God, can you imagine dying like that? That would be so horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Don't ask me why I did it the long way. Shut up! Literally, don't ask or I'm gonna kill you.
Alright, fine.
Don't ask anyway.
I won't.
Don't mentally, telecommunicate the message to me.
I totally will not ask.
Don't write it down. Don't text X and then have him ask me. Nothing like that. Nothing. Zip, zero, zilch, nada.
I will not ask you.
Don't declare it.
Why did you go the long way?
You were gonna desperately find some way around that. Actually, one of the night doors is down here.
Alright, SK. Why didn't you take the short way?
Huh?
Why didn't you take the short way? I'm not asking why you took...
okay, from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why didn't you take the short way?
Shut up. Wait. Okay. So, I think across this way... like, we can't go down this way, but, like, that's the next stage of the game is, like, another laboratory. Mark says that for some reason is hidden underneath a cathedral. Don't ask. But out here, I think we have to bring the elevator down as long as we have a battery to do it. And then since there was a crate on that, we can use it to scooch up over to this pillar, grab the item up top, and whatever that is.
Yep.
And use it. I was hoping there might be some healing supplies or something out here along, but I guess not. But the way you get across the precipice is to you find like ultimately in this place you're trying to find like 3 emblems, each symbolizing Marcus's stupid motto for the guys who would train at this facility. Obedience, unity, and power, and each of them represent that. And you put them in some kind of observatory, and it swings a bridge around.
That is a really crappy Triforce.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 2/3 crappy Triforce.
Obedience, discipline, and
power. Power is an actual Triforce.
Oh well, I thought it was unity, obedience, and discipline that they're all labeled.
Oh, I thought you said power.
But power was somewhere in there. It was like obedience breeds discipline, discipline breeds unity, unity breeds power, and power is life.
Really? You had to take a Star Wars spin on it?
What? That does kind of sound like something.
Yeah, Yoda's like talked about how one enters the dark side. It's like doubt leads to regret, regret leads to sadness, sadness leads to hate, and all that crap.
I'm wondering if actually I think that's where we left off. Good, so now I remember. I'm wondering how much, like, whether you would actually see this and be willing to, just accept it, even though you probably wouldn't agree with it.
Okay.
Or if you would go crazy at it, like, no excuse, blah. The Nostalgia Critic, I saw a video of his the other day before I left town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's through this door. He was willing to concede. He said it was one of his top 11 lists. He was like, 11 things about the Star Wars prequels that I think were actually done well.
Okay.
Now, overall, he dislikes it.
Okay.
That's the, would you be willing to watch that?
Yeah, sure.
And not freak out, like,
Well, it depends on if one of those things in the list was the love between Anakin and Padme.
No. But
or,
one of the things,
the justification of.
But it made me think there is actually something, and I don't know how you're going to agree with it. There is something that I do. What, really? I guess I just wasn't, like, right there in its face. One thing I did like, I don't know if you can say it was done well. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
I did, and dude, don't get me wrong, as crummy of an actor as Hayden Christensen turned into after he became Darth Vader. Not that he was even that great to begin with. As Anakin. But one thing I really did like was the reason why he became Darth Vader. I thought he would, like, as Yoda kept saying, the fear of losing something important to you, that can end up leading to the dark side, and that's exactly what happened. Anakin was willing to go to the dark side because he was truly afraid of Padme dying.
And
it was kind of like
wonderful twist of irony.
It was yeah. Well, that's one thing that kind of sucked. I did like that. I thought it was a good reason to come back. I was kind of like, maybe because it made me think of Zagato in Magic Knight Ray Earth. I thought that made him a really good, believable, likable bad guy. It was like he was only bad because he was willing to sacrifice so much just to protect one person, just to save their life.
Because he's trying to hit that.
Yes.
All night long, all night.
It's Princess Emerald. Why wouldn't you hit that? Oh, that kind. No, she's not actually a child. She just looks young because that's how it works in Saphira. I forgot. So no.
Oh, okay.
So no.
I love how they get away
so no, I'm not
pedophilia.
So no, I'm not a pedophile. So yeah, I thought, I'm sorry, but I liked that. The reason why he became Darth Vader. I thought that part was good.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
you're not like gonna come down on me like, what? Everything about the prequels is bad.
No,
Everything.
not everything about the prequels are bad, but it is in fact a terrible series.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I
I
can look
thought-
at Chrono Cross and praise it for the few things it did right.
Okay.
Like, so...
Now, how did this work? Move this shelf out of the way and something. Okay, I'm sorry. Is you're not strong enough to do it?
You know
You
what?
know, I'm
I won't even
starting
go,
to-
I won't even go so far as to say is I'm at least glad Chrono Cross exists. I'm like,
Wait,
personally, I don't...
What's Becca aiming at? She just all of a sudden.
Did she aim?
Yeah, all of a sudden she
I
just
like how
started,
you just, like, pushed her.
she started aiming
Just
down at.
give her a little nudge. You know? Wah!
Is there a zombie that's still alive down here?
Maybe she's just doing, like, a little check on one of the corpses.
Well, you know what? If they thought to just kind of include that in as
Like, they programmed that just to make them
I
look
mean,
more
it
wary.
certainly wasn't a necessary detail, but I like that they did it. That's cool.
That's if that's what's happening. I mean,
There was no other reason for her to aim.
yeah, there she goes.
Okay,
She's aiming.
I gotta move this further out.
Either they program that in or
The
it's
angel
a
wings
glitch.
are in there.
Hey!
The Book of Good. You know,
The book
and
of,
the statue's color white, so the Book of Purity.
yeah.
White.
The book of pure
Pure good.
the book of pure good and the book of pure evil.
Oh, no, these guys were alive.
Yeah.
They were waiting to foot nauseous.
Wow. Never mind. All right. If someone's aiming, then they're aiming at something.
Well, it's nice that she did that and kind of covered us. Yeah, I really
Oh my god.
I really like
you
having
think
Alan
one day
around
we
at the
should-
MagCon.
Do you
'cause
really think one day we should try to beat Legend? Like, aren't you kind of curious
I am actually. I
how
mean,
far it goes?
I am.
Like, what happens after the... But it got so hard. Like,
It did.
yeah, the,
I didn't
Blacktown...
The main thing I remember was like Alan constantly freaking out over the racism
like,
thing.
I swear, Blacktown was like the ghetto.
We're gonna have problems. Yeah, I think we stopped somewhere in Blacktown, didn't we?
Yeah, it's the encounter rate was set really high. Like, ridiculously high. Remember, on the lowest possible setting, the encounter rate's already a little rough, so he actually yanked it up. Whoever the creator was, I can't remember his name.
The sad thing is, dude, as much like you think that just by that scale of, and speaking of scales, it's right here in my face. You think that like probably, going all the way up to 5 would be like
Every
using
other
like
step.
no, like literally, like using the foul water in Lufia 1, like where they're like, okay, well your purpose here is obviously to grind, so we're just gonna make it convenient and have an encounter every single step,
Yeah,
so you can get it done as fast as possible.
right, without...
So that's why I thought having it on 5 would be like literally every step. They just made it that way, and for some reason, it still wasn't quite high enough for me to be fully satisfied with like the one dungeon in Arcarith that we set it on, because
Oh,
there were
yeah.
so few areas where
Yeah,
you're
you have
actually
walkable ground, yeah.
where you're actually walking.
Yeah, I can still get through that dungeon and only fight like 2 fights.
Yeah, but we can't make it any better than that.
Yeah,
so,
that's
you
it.
know.
That's all it's gonna be. That's why in that dungeon you could hit like evented battles from going the wrong way.
By the way, dude, if we still have enough data left, would you be willing to create like one room in between there and the balcony like you did the first time, just to freak everybody out?
Just
The
an
room
automatic-
full of,
I don't think there's enough system, but I can try. Just full of enemies, you just slide.
we got like the last day before we finish it. We just gotta
just
take it.
see.
Yeah. I love that, dude. That was a great idea. I was like, oh my gosh, no! And dude, it'd be the simplest to create because you wouldn't have to create sliding events,
Yeah,
like
well,
going back and
oh,
forth.
I know what the problem is. We wouldn't have enough scenario data. Because that'd be a bunch of events of enemies we'd have to put in there. And that scenario is slam damn full.
I don't think it is.
I
thought
scenario 15.
it's 14.
14?
In this case, no. It was 16. That was what is now 16. It's 16. That was
the four castles. That scenario is pretty full.
We might have had enough.
Well, we'll look.
We'll see.
We'll look. Yeah.
There we go.
Balance has been restored.
I like how Resident Evil Zero's, vision of angels are sexy women that barely wear anything.
I love it that they don't have a head, so that the only thing your eyes are drawn to are the boobs. Like, I mean, what else is there to look at?
Yep. Yeah, let's switch to
You're presented with that vision, and, like, you can't... That's the
But
only...
you know what? I'm not going to complain as much as they kind of up the sex factor on future RE games. Like, dude, I totally see where you're coming from on Revelations. Because I told you I went ahead and, like,
Do you please?
adding the
Jessica...
love triangle thing and making it so annoying.
Jessica is awful. Is she not one of the worst Resident Evil characters that you've played as in recent, like, in RE history?
Really, history. She's as annoying as Steve. Maybe even more.
Worse. Like, I don't...
Like
we
her
make fun of Steve, right?
Like, her voice is tolerable, but...
Why does her pants only have one pant leg? Is this Final Fantasy X?
But it's like, her personality is even worse than Steve's.
Oh no, the ship shook. Oh, catch me, Chris.
Apparently I didn't get to that part yet.
Oh, I cannot wait. Chris literally has to peel her off. You can almost hear the Velcro ripping sound.
Really?
No, not really. But it'd be funny. Just...
Okay, before we head down... Oh god, and I remember, I think that this is when we get our first taste of the Eliminators, the monkey-like enemies. God, those things are annoying.
Have you run into the cloaked hunters yet?
No. I'm only on, like, chapter 3.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played that long.
Cloaking hunters. Have fun with that.
Yeah, that's another thing, guys. If you didn't know, like, way back at the beginning of this, I was like, there were so many RE games that came out since I went on hiatus that I'm going to leave for, the LP, like, to do a blind LP, but it's like, some things I just couldn't wait to, check out for myself, so I broke my own rules. I'm guilty. Know it. I admit it.
The internet will now crucify you.
Okay, so that was the... I thought that was that was like the one night door that I hadn't been through yet. But that was the one with the chess room and the bunking quarters that had some healing supplies available.
Right.
So let's get on down here. Actually, first let's save.
Oh.
Like, that's all the training facility is. It's just unlocking different sets of doors that had their own theme of some sort.
Right.
But I think the only one left by now is the water motif door, which I'm sure the key to that is down here somewhere.
Step. Step. Step.
Let's
spider.
Let's screw him. Thank you, Billy. You really didn't need to get hit by that, but sure.
What about this one?
Locked. Ow!
Well, things are not going well.
Please tell me she's not poisoned.
She
is
poisoned! Well, you just saved.
Correctional instant. Like, there's a prison down here? I forgot. Maybe that's what that was. Those two guys that were escorting Billy.
Yeah.
they were probably like, they probably thought they were just like two law enforcement, officers doing their job. They were probably escorting him over here.
To the correctional facility.
Because probably as far as they knew, or their superiors, whoever was ultimately in control, they thought that this thing was still, the training facility was still underway, and Marcus was doing his, experiments on people. And, what better way than to take, like, the dregs of society, because nobody's going to miss them.
Right.
They'll just be revealed to the public as having been executed in prison or something.
Or,
And all this time, they can come right over here for Marcus just to
toy with, yeah.
I don't know, but I think this place has been closed down for like 10 years or something. It was about to be opened up by those guys on the train who were working with Umbrella before Marcus unleashed the virus on him. I don't know how that works out. This is just speculating here. Yay.
Well, that was fortunate. Use.
And you know what? I'll leave that there in case there is a red somewhere nearby. I am quite concerned about health right now, actually. More
That's an ink ribbon.
ribbons. Da, da, da,
Da, da, da, da. Good game. Good game.
Actually, Becky, why don't you give me one of your handguns? Well, actually, no, I do
But
need
how
to
is
go
she
to-
gonna dual wield without them?
She wasn't. Yeah, I know you were just...
I like how you said that angrily, like, I wish she could.
No, I actually wish she couldn't, because, like, the more I think about it, how they said that, in real life, it does not work that way.
No, you can't.
It does
be
not
accurate.
actually make you better. It throws off your aim so badly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Give them hell. Wait, what?
this. It was I had special bonding
Needs.
time where you just get into a good conversation with people in your family. You talk for a while. You get to know each other's personal life views and stuff better. I had plenty of that staying with my grandma.
Yeah.
My dad's mom,
Right.
Grandma Fentress, and because it was her house I crashed at while I was in the
Let's
Sweetwater.
say not unless you're communicating with the past.
You mean with the dead?
Yeah. With those who have passed.
Oh, I thought you meant passes in
No. I'm
Time.
talking about because
passes in passed away.
Grandma Burton has passed.
Yeah.
She was an interesting person. I enjoyed her company. What little of it I was able
Well,
to
that's-
experience.
Dude, you were there 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
3
that's
summers in a row.
that's
What is
about
this?
a,
Is this an item down here, or is it just the reflection from the firelight?
it, no that. Oh, it's probably the reflection off the bottom of the basin.
yeah,
Of
it's
the
like,
lamp. Yeah, I don't think it's an item.
and holy crap, did Marcus, when he got bored experimenting on people, did he just more of his sadistic workers at the facility? He's like, well, here, you can just take them and torture them for
Yeah, here you
entertainment if
go.
you want.
We have a torture dungeon. Go have fun with that.
Okay, so obviously, I assume Billy can give Becca a boost here. Okay, good. Don't have to do anything special to get that underway.
I'm almost there.
Glad I could be of service.
Oh wow,
Now
that.
we go inside.
That sounds...
Oh wow!
Well, I know this game wasn't out when they first made the Resident Evil porn audio files, but that could have totally fit.
Oh man, they didn't even need to change anything. An Iron Maiden.
I don't know what that chair's for.
I don't know.
I guess you strap somebody to it so that they just can't go anywhere while you take a hammer or
I
something.
heard that actual Iron Maidens, the spikes, are designed so that they never go deep enough to kill. So you're just sitting there, being stabbed.
Wow. Assuming this is historically accurate,
Right.
not just rumors. The Catholic Church in the medieval times were pretty darn evil, weren't they? That's wrong, dude.
I think that's how it was. I don't think it was you just stick them in there, slam it closed, and they die, right?
Yeah.
I think it was actually designed to not.
I mean, even if it killed you right away, that's still like a brutal means of killing somebody.
Yeah.
But to like draw out the pain and the torture, I have no idea how. I guess.
I think we're going for that
Like,
one
I think-
red tick between 50
Right.
and 100.
And I think maybe the way it works is where the needle is at on each switch, it tells you from the left side that's about how much space that it goes either up or down on the main gauge here.
Right.
I'm just gonna go with that.
Well, if you're wrong, it's going to be like test your sight.
Well, no, because the third switch looked like it would take you. If you increased it, it'd be like 75% of the way about, but it actually only went about 25%. So maybe those are just there for decor, who knows?
Alright, reverse 5 and 4.
Whee!
Oh. Never mind.
And power overload. Okay, so I went up, down, up, down, up. Now,
So,
how should we
Just
do
try
it?
down, up, down, up, down.
Okay. Well, I'm sure the first switch is probably inevitably up since you start out at 0. So flipping it down really doesn't.
Are you sure?
Well, we're about to find out. Back down. And 4 just barely goes anyway. And 5. Oh.
That was close. So up, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Okay, up. Up. Down, up, down? Is that what you said?
Down, up, down.
Okay. Oh god, that one really took it down to... Wait, this might get it. Because I was stuck one notch below, or like, whatever that is, 10% last time,
Yeah.
and it took it to just 10% below to 60%, which the mark we're trying to get is clearly 70, so this...
Hey!
Eh,
Bam.
who knows their math? Kinda. Alright, cool. 2 doors unlock. And the steam goes off. So we can walk through there wherever that was.
I've never understood this whole steam thing. You could clear, like, anytime there's ever steam, you could clearly walk under it. Like, crawl.
I have already claimed this place for myself, which means you are trespassing. And I...
Yeah, I
Some
knew he was
Marcus.
gonna make some kind of like animal instinct joke, like I am very territorial. What does he even care? Billy and Rebecca don't even know who he is. It's like, did he really? There they go.
Ah, monkey!
Guy, got a good nudge on that shoulder. I hope I don't actually have to fight him because I only have one handgun and like. Oh
Nope.
Oh no, this is where as Billy you have to find her and pull her out of the
It just
pit.
doesn't make sense. Do you honestly believe this to be the real identity of that crazy young man?
So if you can't hear it because the sound's kind of breaking up,
Somehow it is true.
Morgan and Wesker are just leaving the facility and they're talking about like,
The old conspiracy
you know,
against the
hey, who's that guy?
Spencer's career will be over. Not to mention ours too. So, the time has come at last. What are you going to do? I will simply say
Wesker's like,
goodbye.
I'm leaving Umbrella.
The biological weapon utilizing the T-virus has almost been completed. Our only remaining task is to
Has
acquire contact data. You can't be serious.
Yeah.
And is sitting down in the tube right
Right,
now.
right now.
In
I have
Arclay.
finished the research on the T-virus, but I need a little more time to complete more powerful T-virus.
Well, what does it matter whether Wesker leaves you or not? You can still do your work on the G-Virus, can't you?
Do as you wish. I recall my initial plan and lure the STARS members
And Wesker talks about his plan to lure the stars in and get combat data.
Yep.
test subjects. Fine. In the meantime, something must be done about that man.
When was the last time Birkin washed his hair?
Recall, URC is equipped with a self-destruct device in the basement.
When was the last time
Set it off.
Wesker combed his hair back?
Nothing more than a
like 2 seconds ago. He does it anytime he's not on camera. He's every time.
So Becca's hanging on for dear life, and I've never lost this due to, like, taking too long. But Billy has to go, like, a long way around to get back to her. And I kind of like it was a nice effect, you know, that Becca calls.
How's she hitting the button on the radio?
It's a good point. well, no. Even if it means, you know, prying one hand loose and kind of risking, dropping. She had to do it to let him know she was in danger in the first place. Otherwise, she's just hanging there for no reason. What's he gonna do? Find her by accident?
Right.
So I guess she did, like, you know, reach down with one hand and.
Oh man, can you imagine hanging on with one hand?
Steve
Supporting-
somehow did in, like, with no gloves on.
In freezing weather.
Okay, I'm still on fine.
And like when Claire gets back
Ooh,
to
good. Lots of handgun
oh wow,
bullets
is
right
that
there.
30 handgun bullets?
And
You've got no room for them.
I hear a zombie. Well, I can just drop an item, combine them all together. You know. Oh, still alive, really? You know what, if I just avoid that guy over there, I neither have to use up bullets or foot health. So, why don't we just ignore him? Just in case I need the bullets, This is a through room, so it's not like I'm gonna forget that shotgun. You know what I mean?
Let's hope not.
It's a room you go through constantly. Oh, that took 8 bullets. That wasn't too bad. And what does this guy have right here? Oh! And I know, Rebecca. I'm just over here, like, taking my...
Ooh, look at this! What's this? What's this over here? Oh boy!
I feel bad, but I know she's not going to drop, so, you know. I just like to go ahead and get all this item sorting out of the way. Of course, if this were real life, I would be hauling ass over, you know. That goes ahead and gets rid of the whole entire item slot. And I'll just...
Let's see. Now,
drop it and then pick the launcher back up because I hate eliminators and I want them dead. And with as little...
so are you telling me you want to eliminate the eliminators?
That was stupid. And for some reason, the way you talked immediately reminded me of Pat the NES Pump, the way he did the
Interrupting foot gnage.
Yeah. Ew. I kind of thought I saw worms, like, crawling out of the destroyed skull.
Well,
I guess I can see that. Alright.
wow. And they all three got up, and you missed.
Wait, you guys are still alive?
Okay, that was ridiculous. They did.
Well, four rounds overall. I mean, my missed one doesn't count. 4 rounds overall, take out 3. I guess that's about right, I suppose. I just hate eliminators so much. Oh, okay, I can see her through the thingy.
So you're just gonna walk away?
The hole. Well, I can't go down there, otherwise I'm just gonna fall. It would have been kind of nice if...
You know
oh
what?
boy, that told us how to... That told us how to actually solve
Whatever,
the
we
puzzle.
figured it out.
Toddy's mysteriously disappearing. Bye. the magic elf that takes them away while you're not in the room.
They like just disintegrate like Resident Evil 4.
Did they just take a much longer time too, I guess?
Yeah. And they won't do it if you're watching them. They have to be,
right.
They have to be out of eyesight.
They're very shy about that, you know.
Yeah, it's like, no, don't watch me disintegrate.
I don't know.
Let's just take our time, Billy. Come on.
I don't know where that steam room is. Because obviously, like, since it's shut off, that's where I have to walk around and I get down to the basement another way. Okay, is the basement like a entirely separate map? Because I know it showed me like an entirely different section, showed me Rebecca's position before I took control of Billy. You know what? I'm just gonna go off of memory. I think it might be through the kitchen somehow. Somewhere through there. I just didn't previously explore. The dining room.
The dining room.
Just thinking about Clue.
I'm not shouting. All right, I'm shouting.
I'm shouting, I'm
shouting,
thunk. Let's just make uber sure that this was a entirely standalone room. Did I just say uber sure? Yeah, I think I did. Yes. In fact, I should be able to hear zombies on the other side through that open window right there.
Willis, what you talking about?
Okay, and I just heard zombies wake up on the other side here. What's going on?
Did they wake up? They grab a brush, put on a little makeup?
Okay, Becca, come on.
Did they hide the scars and fade away the shake-up? But SK, why did you leave the keys upon the table?
Are you like just doing the lyrics to the song in a very like casual
Yeah, you just go on and create another fable. You wanted to.
You wanted to! Oh, right here. Right down these steps. Totally remember now. And goody, health. In fact, I will go ahead and use that to get back up to 5 and...
Hey, grab another.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go all the way down the stairs, that's why I couldn't remember exactly where. Ooh. Well, I can't mix them, I'm not Rebecca. But now I know I have a red herb for at least one of the green herbs that I've come across, so that's
Right.
something.
Yeah.
God, I hate these eliminators.
Whoa, buddy, you wanted some. And he didn't get it. But he did.
Shotgun would be almost perfect for those guys.
Yeah, too bad, you know, like...
You gotta left that one behind instead of that. Come on! Just...
A little busy.
Seriously, eliminators are my bane in this game. I hate them so much.
Like mini hunters.
Hi.
Spoders.
Maybe she was through this door. She's somewhere down here. Okay. It's Good that they weren't paying attention.
Really weird.
I think they were eating on something. So until you shoot them, you haven't interrupted their meal.
Right. And they have no reason to mess with you.
Actually, I think a whole bunch of hunters were... Like, Marcus deliberately traps us in here at one point, just releases hunters one at a time. Kind of like a weird...
Right, yeah.
Well, I certainly am finding ammo everywhere, that's good. In fact, well... Do I want to go ahead and use that? Maybe? No, that's a shotgun shell, that's not... Whatchamacallit? Grenade rounds. And I had the grenade with me, so I can't take out those... Bye, Rebecca. You can totally run out of time.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Catch you back next time when we catch up with Rebecca.
Yeah, we'll just come back
Do
in
it off
when
camera. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
And personal apology to Rebecca.
Right?